Journal entry, day 164. The last 2 days have been taxing. The trip back from Sage Hills that afternoon started in a fair sky and calm seas. As the sun set on the horizon, the first storm formed. I decided to let go of both sails and ride it for the night. Dawn brought some more rain, and the skies had yet to clear. As my confidence in the Kakam kept on building up, I ignored two key facts. First, I was overloaded, and second, I had never faced a storm full-on in those conditions. Sailing these girls definitely pushes my limits. Tired and in pain, Dragon Cliff is now only a few nautical miles away. As the rain intensified, the first lightning strikes what seems to be the top of one of the cliffs. A quick look at the wind direction, the eye of the storm's location, and a vague sense of the distance from safe harbor, the gravity of my situation quickly sank in, pun intended. I will not make it to safe harbor tonight. In a last attempt to limit the sheer devastation this storm will no doubt leave behind, I sail as close from the island as possible, laid the anchor down, and surely, I would be able to make my entrance into Dragon Cliff later that day, before night's fall. I am already 2 days late on my deliveries. Thanks again for the help loading up, man. Yeah, you too, take care. I'll see ya. Hey gang, welcome back to Sailwind. Episode 18, as we are leaving the port of Newport here. Love this town. And we are on our way in our Kakam. We're gonna take a quick tour shortly, but first let's manage our departure. We're gonna take it slow today, guys, and the reason why is because I feel like the last couple of episodes, the last two for sure, have been quite of a roller coaster, right? I forgot cargo behind me that I was not able to recover. I sank. I ended up in Crab Beach while my dhow was still in Dragon Cliff, which really, ended up being a very costly night out. I'm gonna come back to that in a few minutes. But basically, we closed last episode, right, with about 20,000 Emerald Dragon in the bank, and now, full disclosure right away, I have enough Gold Lion to buy the junk back in Dragon Cliff, right? But we don't know yet if that's what we're gonna be doing. But so I was at 20,000 Emerald Dragon, but because of the dhow / Kakam incident, I was left with nothing. right? So all my equipment, all my navigation tools, all my supplies were in Dragon Cliff on my dhow. And when I came back, when I managed to come back to Dragon Cliff, there was just nothing left on board my dhow, which you know, I basically lost two things here. The first one was a lot of expensive equipment. Doing a very, very rough calculation, right? It came up at about 19,000 MO Dragon. This is what I need to. This is what I need to buy again. The equipment that I've lost on the dhow. Now, that equipment, right, is only needed if we go across the ocean. But regardless of what you guys decide for Chapter 3, we will be doing some open ocean sailing, and so I really need to get our stuff back. You can see I bought that little wind thingy in one of the ports, and you know, I've been trying to make myself as comfortable as possible on board this boat. And you know, I wanted to leave the dhow behind for a little while and really try to discover what it is to sail in the Kakam. So that's been extremely fun, an extremely fun experience. We're gonna come back to that as well. So our cargo for today is 2 big cases of copper. So one is here and the other one is there under my hammock, and then we have a few boxes of tobacco and mail, whatnot, just to, you know, get a little bit more buck out of that trip. We're on our way to Dragon Cliff, back to the capital, and that should yield us a significant amount of money. Isn't she beautiful? What? She's low on water? Yeah, that too, but that's not the point I was trying to drive here. So, the Kakam. My first real trip in the Kakam was in episode 17, between Crab Beach and at Dragon Cliff. And maybe because how intense it was for me at that stage of the playthrough, I didn't really enjoy that sailing trip. It was smooth enough, but you know, I was not like totally amazed either. But you know, I still wanted to give it a try, not knowing if we're gonna use the Kakam in Chapter 3. I just wanted to give it a good go and rebuild a little bit of my wealth. You know, by sailing this boat and trading between the different islands of the archipelago. And I was like, you know, it's not the early days of my playthrough, so I'm gonna be serious about this, and you know, I wanna make myself quite comfortable, and so that's what I've started to do, slowly but surely. You know what? I'm gonna take that down, just in case. You know, you guys don't stand it. I actually like it quite a lot, but you know, I would understand if you're not, if it's not the best for video purpose. So anyway, yeah. So I wanted to make myself as comfortable as possible. I've tried different type of setup. It's still fairly minimalist, as you can see. And what I've done is basically put two shelves right on the left of my helm. I have my hooks here, my tool to measure speed, and then you know, I have my some emergency ration and some bottle of water as well. Here is my barrel, and then I still don't have any supplies. Got a lantern up there, a lantern at the front, and I'm loving every second of it. And sailing in this boat is amazing. I don't know. If you don't think it's a great boat to sail, well, fight me in the comments, and you better come prepared because I'm really having a blast. It's definitely more complicated than the Dao, especially if you want to have an enjoyable experience. But it's been quite something, to be honest. Now maybe it's because it's a new boat, and but it's been amazing for me. Woke up taking on water. Not a massive fan. I don't know what time it is, but so what I've done is that I've took down my secondary sail here, trying to reduce the amount of wind against the pressure or the force of the wind against my sails, because one of the challenges with the Kakam, right, is really to stay fairly straight. And as you can see, I was just checking my position on the compass, which in that case you would rather have it with you. Flippy neck, love it, thank you very much. Where is it? All right, so the big challenge with the Kakam, right, so especially when you load it a little bit, is to try to avoid the rocking of the boat from port to starboard, right? And the challenge here is that I can't really see the waves, and that's kind of essential if you want to be sailing the Kakam safely. So to avoid the rocking, I'm only sailing with one sail, and that's not good. I'm gonna drop it a little just to keep some speed. Come on, there we go. I think one of the issue is that I'm taking the blunt of the storm from I'm saying storm, the blunt of the wind from an angle, which doesn't help avoiding the rocking of the boat. Pulled up my sail a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna take the waves from my starboard, and the angle of the impact is not great. You know what? I'm gonna, just because it's a night, I know that's not gonna help me going to Dragon Cliff, but if I sink, I'm not gonna arrive regardless. So I'm gonna try to cut the wave at a better angle. So that means usually going against the wind. Perfect. So I should have oh shoot, flippy neck, shoot, storm. I'm not fighting a storm. by night, guys. Not a chance. It's coming straight for us. Given the current wind, right? It's gonna come straight for us. I am fairly loaded, so the copper is quite heavy. So I don't wanna... Yeah. I do not want to take a risk here. So, you know, end of chapter 2, but we're not changing our ways of working here. Storm, by night, we're loaded. We chicken up, which I am fully comfortable doing. Something that I've noticed as well is that even when you're loaded, right, the Kakam is sailing through the through a storm without sail, right? Like sailing, yeah, more like floating. It's quite alright. Hi, nice. All right, we're gonna finish our night here and evaluate the situation when we come back. All right. Woo! The storm is right there, and it's flippy neck. Can we? Any chance at all we can yeah, we're gonna have to be extremely careful. Gentle reminder. That's how I sank in the Dow. I open. Same mistake. I'm glad I'm learning nothing. Flippy neck. Why did I have to do that? Ooh. Hello there. Hi. I don't even dare opening my my secondary sail here. Hey, you know what? Here is what I learned sailing the Kakam. You don't use your helm as much to direct your boat against the wind. Nope, you use your sails. And that's, I'm gonna say, between the coziness and the way you need to sail your boat, this is why I love it. This is my little fishing spot. We're not gonna enjoy it too much right now, but am I still taking on water though? Nope. And that's also why I think that the Kakam is not that bad. Yes. Perfect. Dragon Cliff straight ahead. I don't... Am I gonna open the sail more? I don't know. We're cruising. And we did mention we were gonna take it slow, right? Just some amazing, immersive first-person sailing. Awesome. Again, less than ideal angle, flippy neck. You can't really have your ship take the wave, take the waves on the side. What the hell is going on? almost too easy, right? But so, do I feel invincible? Absolutely not. But my argument is that in the DAO, you're also taking water in this kind of weather, especially when you have, especially when you're loaded a bit. So as far as I'm concerned, small boat to small boat, they're both taking water. What I feel is much better or more fun with the Kakam is you need to work much harder to be able to properly pilot your ship, and that's amazing. There we go. The wind keeps changing a bit, and as soon as we go through the gates, we should be able to see some calmer seas. Safe and sound. There we go. That was quite a journey, huh? But hey, as promised, we took it slow, and I really enjoy even the storm. It got a bit stressful at some point, but yeah, no, overall great. Let me see if we can get a better look at Dragon Cliff coming in. After the storm? Haha! There we go! What a nice journey! It's been quite happening, but we took it slow. That was the intent. And we're gonna prepare for a quick docking here. And we're gonna be able to take a look at our ledger. Probably gonna crash. Or not. There we go. You know what? Let's pretend that we have a lot of fun available. That's gonna make the whole unloading experience so much smoother. And let's watch the fish stay up there. I really don't mind those kind of little bugs that only came in with a new system. It's totally fine by me. Two big case of copper and then one of green tobacco, and we're good. Hello, sir. Very good to see you. $15K a piece. Boom. Wow. What type of tobacco? $10K for the blue tobacco. Wow. 45,000. Well, I think that that warrants a good night's sleep, and we're gonna close the episode tomorrow, and then we should be all set. Have a good night. I see. All right. Oh. Much better. Hey, morning gang. How are you? Yeah, I just took advantage of waking up early to clean my boat. Was looking a bit at the map, and I'm gonna continue, praising the Kakam here, and I know there is the big elephant, in the corridor there, which is you're gonna be like, yo, dude, yeah, fine, you had fun sailing, but what about cargo, right? Well, I would argue that you can manage with a Kakam, and I would argue you can also make a lot of money. And if the last trade we did was not enough, we can look at our log a little bit. So just to give you some time frame here, right? Timeline. We had the incident was on day 129. It's now day 172. And if I look at all time for the Emerald Dragon, I'm then at plus 45k. And you might argue, well, in close to 40 days, that's not much. I agree, but please see the minus 51,000 there. So only using small boats, and by putting 51k Emerald Dragon to the bank for gold coin, we still managed to have a profit of 45k. And that's, by the way, with a 10k purchase of tools and supplies. And we know that I am probably I'm gonna say 10k from being fully set up back to where we're in the DAO. Reputation hasn't increased much. We're only at 16k, but yeah, that's fine. So my point is, you can make a lot of money in the Emerald Archipelago, even sailing with the Kakam, and that's pretty cool. Quite a foggy day coming up. And with our return to Dragon Cliff, our base of operation, I'm going to close episode 18, as well as the second chapter of our ocean journey. Thanks you so much for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed our first time discovery of this archipelago. And I am looking forward to open chapter 3 very soon. And until then, take care, and I see ya!